Hello, I'm Nige.
And I'm Anders. Welcome to the Beer Kit Review, where we do beer kit reviews, nonetheless. Um, Today, it's one of Nigel's. So, Nige, tell
It
us
is
what you've
one of
done.
my one that I did myself, but Anders bought it for me.
I did, because we couldn't find it anywhere, could we?
Yeah, I've been looking for it and I found it in the shop. It was in the range, and it's this kit here. It's the MYO Beer American IPA. Create up to 40 bottles, 500 ml bottles. Average ABV 5.6%.
Yeah.
Uh, I saw it in the shop, but I was walking. I had a long walk to go afterwards, and I thought, no, I'm not carrying it around with me all day. I'll go back later. And I went back a few days later, sold out. And I kept popping in, couldn't find them. And there were stacks of them down your way, wasn't there?
No, this is the
Oh,
weird thing. No, this is the weird thing. So, the range uh, do kind of like, I popped in, and around the same time that you saw it,
yeah.
I saw stuff, and I just got myself a cider and a lager to do. Um, Yours was there, but I was confident that you were going to pick one up, and then you couldn't. And every now and then, I would walk back into the range and check it out for you, and it no homebrew to be seen anywhere.
Yes.
It's so bizarre. Then I found one um, 2 or 3 months ago, perhaps even a little bit longer, but it was on special offer because there was no yeast.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, you can't do it not without the yeast that they
Proper
provide.
yeast. Yeah.
No. Eventually, I found it. So I stuck it in the back of the car, and the next time I saw you, bought it up for you.
Yeah. And it's about 20 quid, 19.99 or something.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Uh, anyway, before we chit chat anymore, let's get it into the glass.
Let's do that.
Oh. And then I can tell you all about the brew, how it went, and
Okay.
how it tastes.
So let me get the glass, and let me say that beer cam is on. Right. So, oh, there's a nice aroma as you open up,
There is.
and there's a nice carbonation going on there. The color looks lovely as well, which unfortunately you can't see on camera here.
Well, actually, I think on your beer cam, you do does pick out the colours a bit better than the main camera.
Okay, but there we go. That's it there.
Yeah, I don't know if that used to be quite cloudy, but it's very clear now.
Yeah, I'd say that that is clear.
Yeah, I might
There's
have been
a there's a
drinking it
nice
too early.
there's a nice head on there though. That's nice.
Yeah, it's just a lovely, lovely. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think the
Well,
aroma? There's a little bit of homebrew in the aroma.
oh, it's too difficult to tell, man. I don't know.
Uh,
Don't know.
this brewed out with priming to about 5.5. So mine came out about 5.3, 5.4.
Okay.
I was a bit disappointed, but it's
And sorry, what was it? What was the target?
5.6.
Okay, so not far off.
5.5. I'm not quibbling.
No.
Uh,
But again, that's the homebrew thing, isn't it? The homebrewer's thing. If it doesn't quite hit the numbers, you
I
think,
know.
oh, what have I done? What have I done?
There was a sachet of hops that went with it. So there was dry hops to put in, 50 grams worth.
Hmm.
It just said American IPA hops. So I have no idea what they were.
No. Okay,
Anyway, should we go in?
let's do it.
Cheers.
Oh, that's quite bitter on
I
entrance.
think it's an incredibly bitter beer.
Yeah.
And I've got a sort
And it
of
drop.
a caramel taste, right aftertaste going on.
Yeah, and it dries off, right, doesn't it? Right at the end. It's a very um okay, good carbonation. I think it's got a great mouthfeel. I
It
really like
has.
that. It is incredibly bitter, but I like that.
Do you know, it reminds me of when you're shopping, when you go to the little bottle shops, the really small ones,
Hmm. Yeah.
and you're looking down the shelves and you're looking 5%, 5%, 6%, 7%.
Yes.
How you shop for Europe, and you get these little micro breweries, and you get one of their bitters, that one,
Hmm.
one American pale ales or whatever, and you get one of those. The amount of times I've got one of those home, opened it up, poured it, and it's just bitter because it's probably been in the bottle donkey's years. By
Yeah,
that
okay.
point, it's sat in the bottle shop for a while. It's not fresh. It might be 6 months old, which for an IPA with lots of hops, you've lost all that, and you've just got a bitterness. It probably tastes fantastic when it came out of the brewery. That tastes like it's been on the shelf for 6 months to a year,
Okay.
and it's only. I was just looking it up. It's been in the bottle. Uh, bottled. It's been in the bottle just over a month, 5 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting. I I'm quite enjoying it.
yeah.
I'm not actually.
It's,
I'm
it's
not.
not. It's not offensive.
No.
It's
And do you
drinkable.
know what? That bitterness, I think, is kind of. I'm not getting a homebrew taste.
No, not really.
No.
I can't put my finger on it, but it's just okay. It's drinkable. I found I can't have three of these. I have two, and I'm all bittered out, and I want something,
A little
I want,
sweeter.
yeah, or
Yeah.
a stout or something. I want something after. It's just it's too bitter to session.
Yeah, I grant you that.
Uh, but one or two hot weather, it goes down quite quick.
Yeah, it does. And it's going down quite quick here.
So it's very drinkable, but it's not
It is
something.
drinkable. I was loving the carbonation to start with, but the more I have, the more windy I'm getting. So it is quite carbonated.
I gave this 100 grams in the batch, so it wasn't overly carbonated.
Okay.
Uh, would I buy it again? Probably no. Well, would I buy it? I haven't bought it yet. I'm just waiting for it. See, on the
Um,
bitterness, it says there, it's 4 out of 5, whatever that means. But,
what's the bitterness scale?
but I don't know what 5 means. I've got no reference, but I think it
I
means it's
don't
quite
really
bitter.
want. Yeah,
So
I
you've
don't
got
really want to know what the 5 out of 5 is.
hops, Centennial, and Chinook. There you go.
Okay. So that is yeah. So the MYO American IPA.
Oh, and it took two
Again,
weeks.
oddly enough,
2 weeks in the fermenter from start to finish.
right, oh right, okay, okay. I was
That's
going to say
including, sorry, that includes dry hopping and the cold crash. So it was, yeah, quite a tidy, quick brew.
quite quick. Okay, that's fine. I was just going to say I went into the range the other day, try and look for some homebrew, and I couldn't find any. So I asked somebody, and she took me to a little area where they had a beer paddle, and that was it. Somewhere to stir your wort, and that was it. That was all they had.
It
So
is.
bizarre.
It is. No,
Um,
I think there's a bit of a reason for that. Robert, I suspect it's the same as Wilco's, who went bust.
yeah,
Wilco's got stock in ad hoc because there was cash flow issues. And so when they had enough money, they bought homebrew stock. And if there wasn't enough money, they didn't. That was one of the first off the range that they let go.
could be that. Yeah. Well,
Uh, and I think the range might be suffering from similar problems. I reckon it's an early indication when the homebrew goes, they're in financial problems.
okay. There
You
we go.
heard it here first.
Right. Market. So, my take on this is, I take it you had to add your own sugars.
Yes, yeah, it's like kilo off air
Yeah.
brand. I think
So
I can't remember. I
I
shall
think
look up my notes.
I think it was just because I've done a MYO
Yeah,
brew.
kilo brewing sugar. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I did one. Um, so I think um it's an interesting beer. That bitterness is really s- actually it makes it stand out a little bit, I think.
yeah. It does.
Whether
I'm,
that's
I'm quite pleased it's in my summer collection.
yeah. Um, yeah, I think it's all right. I think yeah. I'm with
It's,
you. I would if I wouldn't buy this
no,
again.
I think there's better kits on the market.
Yeah.
You might pay a little bit more money, but I'd happily do that right just for that quality. Uh,
Hmm.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
And if you like your beer really bitter, this is a great kit to get. It
It
really is.
is. It really is. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a UK centric um,
Yes,
program on the
you're not going to
basis
get this in other
you won't get
countries.
this anywhere else. But if there is anybody in the UK who's brewed these, let us know what you think. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.